Hello guys, this is a force calculation review. So I'm going to solve some problems for force calculations. As you know, we are going to use the formula from Newton's second law, F equals mass times acceleration. Okay, we have this problem here. What net force is required to accelerate a car at a rate of 2 meters per second square if the car has a mass of 3,000 kilograms? Step number 1, you're going to write the data that you know. It's like the numbers and even the question they're asking you for. They're asking you for force. So you have acceleration, A equals 2 meters per second square. And you also have the mass. So M equals 3,000 kg. What are you looking for? You're looking for force. So F equals question mark. And what is the equation? Force equals mass times acceleration. You're going to substitute, which means that instead of letters, you're going to write the numbers. So force equals mass. And how much is the mass? It was 3,000 times the acceleration. How much was the acceleration? It was 2 meters per second square. And finally, you solve it. So force equals, how much is 3,000 times 2? That would be 6,000. And what are the units for force? Those are newtons. So force equals 6 newtons. Let's do another example. This one. A 10 kilograms bowling ball would require what force to accelerate down an alleyway at a rate of 3 meters per second square? So what do you know about this problem? When we say kilograms, that means the mass. So you know the mass, M equals 10 kg. What other number you have? 3 meters per second square, which is as an acceleration. So A equals 3 meters per second square. And what are you looking for? Force. What is the force? So F equals unknown. The equation is force equals mass times acceleration. So what do you need to do? You substitute. So force equals mass, which is 10, times acceleration, which is 3. Remember, this square right here is not part of the formula. It's part of the units. It doesn't mean that you have to square something. It's just part of the units, okay? Formula is like this one, okay? So how much is 10 times 3? That's 30. So force equals 30. 30 what? What are the units for force? Newtons. And that is the second problem. Let's do another one. Number 3. What is the mass of a truck if it produces a force of 14,000 newtons while accelerating at a rate of 5 meters per second square? So what do we know about this problem? You know the newtons and you know the acceleration. So force equals 14,000 newtons and the acceleration is 5 meters per second square, and you're looking for mass. So mass equals question mark. You don't know what the mass is. The equation that you always use is force equals mass times acceleration. But this equation is not ready to be used because you're looking for M, you're not looking for F. So you need to rearrange. What is next to the M that you don't want? So it's the A, and the A is multiplying, so we want to get rid of the A. So we want to divide by A in both sides. So A cancels with A, and that means that now the formula is F over A equals M. So now you're going to substitute. So M equals, how much is F? 14,000 divided by 5. So let's do it. 14,000 divided by 5. That is 2,800. And what are the units for mass? You measure mass in kilograms. So that is the answer. Let's do problem number 4. In this case, they are asking you for acceleration. So what is the acceleration of a softball if it has a mass of 0.5 kilograms and hits the catcher's glove with a force of 25 newtons? So what do you know? Numbers. What do you know about the problem? So you know the mass, 0.5 kilograms, and you know the force, which is 25 newtons. What are you looking for? They ask you for what is the acceleration. So A equals question mark. The equation is F equals M times A. That is the one that you know. And you know that you need to reaccommodate or rearrange this equation because you're looking for A. So what is next to the A that you don't want it? The M. So you divide it by M in both sides. So M goes with M, and that gives you this formula. F divided by M equals A. So now you're going to substitute. So A equals F over M. How much is F? 25 newtons divided by 0.5 kilograms. So how much is 25 divided by 0.5? That will be 50. What are the units for acceleration? Meters per second square. That's problem number 2. Next one, problem number 5. Your car has a mass of 2,000 kilograms. If your car produces 5,000 newtons, what is the acceleration? Pretty similar. So again, what do you know? You know these two numbers. So mass, which is M, equals 2,000 kg. And you know the force, which is 5,000 newtons. And what are you looking for? They say, what is the acceleration? So A equals question mark. And the equation that you know, you memorized this already. Force equals mass. Force equals mass times acceleration. Let's do it step by step. So force equals mass times acceleration. And you need acceleration, so you need the A by itself. What is next to the A that you don't want is M. So you divide it by M in both sides because the M was multiplying. Okay, so you divide it by M, so M goes with M. Now we have the A by itself, so F over M equals A. Now we substitute, so A equals force, which is 5,000 newtons over 2,000 kilograms, which is the mass. So how much is 5,000 divided by 2,000? That is 2.5. And what are the units for acceleration? Again, meters per second square. You see, these are the units. It's not part of the formula. This square is part of the units. And there you go. That's the video for today. Please make sure you study for the test.